The joys of being a gigging musician. It's a job that involves dealing with people, and any job that involves dealing with people means you're gonna have some stories to tell. Some good, some not so good, and interactions that are so ridiculous that you can't believe that they really happened. Was it bizarre, or was it strangely normal? Because, you're dealing with people after all. Whether it's people just acting dumb, saying stupid stuff to you, treating you like their own personal jukebox, or ignoring you for the entire night until the very end when they're drunk enough to decide that you're worth listening to. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you some of the weirdest and funniest experiences I've had while playing live. At least the ones I can think of. Maybe I'll think of more. And also the most annoying people that you have to deal with. If you're a musician, I have a feeling you're gonna relate. Hello everyone, you are very welcome to another video. My name is Amy, I'm a musician, I play guitar and I sing, and I make videos that consist mostly of cover songs, guitar content, vlogs, and I also just enjoy making videos talking about music related things and or Irish things depending on the video. As I've just said, I am a musician and I have been gigging since I was about 19 years old. I've played in a few different bands throughout my life, especially during my college days. But my main consistent band that I played regular gigs with was a cover band that I was in with my dad and a very close family friend. We played many a pub gig, bars, hotel lounges, weddings, mostly around the west of Ireland. The majority of that time playing music for people was very positive. We met lots of nice, supportive, complimentary people while playing our gigs. And of course, the biggest compliment of all was that they enjoyed the music. I wouldn't even say that my stories are crazy by any means. I don't think that they are. I think there are people that have way crazier stories than me. Musicians tend to have a lot of crazy stories. My stories are just funny to me, especially after all these years. They just make me laugh and I want to share them with you. Anyone watching who is a gigging musician or was a gigging musician, you have some stories to tell. So if you want, drop them in the comments below or DM me on Instagram or Facebook. Maybe even I can make a video in future where I read some of your stories after I've shared some of my stories. Maybe I can read yours too for anybody who wants to share. And of course, if you're comfortable doing that. So maybe, I don't know, just a thought. Drop it in the comments below if you would like me to make that video. Also, while you're at it, just drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean the world to me. You have no idea how much just doing those things helps me out. Thank you in advance. Also, you might notice things look a little different. I have been moving around my entire nook. I've just been feeling quite stale lately and I've just wanted to revamp my entire space. So I've been moving things around. I've taken a pause on my live streams because I was feeling very stale. So if you haven't seen me live for a little while and you've been wondering where I am, I'm still here. I'm moving things around. I'm wanting to make an actual set and kind of just redo the entire space. So this is temporary right now. I don't know if I'm going to keep this chair here because it is quite bulky, but I'm in the process of working it all out. But Odie looks very comfortable there, so I don't know how I'm going to break it to him. So yeah, this is kind of a temporary little fix for right now because I do want to keep making videos. So this space, how this looks might change over the next little while. So just bear with me. I will be back live again soon. I just wanted to redo everything, level up, freshen up. And yeah, I hope you are excited about that. Playing in a band is by far not the most difficult job in the world. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm going on and on about a job that's not the hardest when there are so many really, really hard jobs out there. But having said that, it's not the easiest job either, and it actually is a lot of hard work. And I think it's a lot more hard work than some people actually realize, especially people who don't play music. This nicely leads me into a couple of stories in particular, but before I get into those specifically, why I think this way is just based on things that have been said to me over the years where people just don't realize the work that does go in to gigging, regardless of the setting, whether it's a little pub gig or a wedding or something bigger. There's a lot that goes into this. Like I said, not the toughest job in the world, but also not the easiest either. So some of the things that people have said to me over the years, this is why I think this way. They'll say things like, this is so great. You get to just stand here for a couple hours and do what you love and get paid. It's like easy money. And you're so good at it and it comes so naturally to you. So it's almost like you're just standing there and getting paid to have fun. People who've said this kind of thing to me over the years, I know they don't mean it in a bad way. It is actually kind of a compliment, but it does go to show how much people don't see or even think about, and they don't see how much you actually have to go through before you even get to a stage where you can gig. If it was any other job, it would be like doing years of unpaid training and rehearsals before you even get to do the job. Even just taking the musical part out of it, there's so much else. There's transport, there's setting up the equipment. I've heard it described as you're pretty much setting up a mini convention just for a couple of hours, and then after it's done, you have to break it all down, take it out, and take it home. So no, I'm not only getting paid to stand there for a couple of hours, because if I'm clocked in from 10 p.m. to 12:30, 1 a.m., then how come I have to leave at 7 and I don't get home until 3? And yes, gigs are fun. Of course they are. They should be fun. If the performer's having fun, then the listener's having fun, and it's a better experience for everybody, and you're there to entertain people. So I think because people see you having fun, which is not a bad thing, but therefore they don't actually see you as working. And we all know work can't be fun. Every story starts like this. I was doing a gig in my hometown one night, and there was this lady who was driving me crazy. It was in a pub. Of course it was. There was people dancing, and there was this lady dancing in front of me. That's not the bit I'm offended by the way. And at some point in between songs, she comes up to me and she's, wanting my ear. Come here. And for some reason, when people are drunk, they want to talk to you with their mouth right in your ear. I don't remember specifically what she said, but it was something like, you should really smile more. You look better playing when you smile more. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. We've all heard that. I got so mad though, because I was really enjoying the gig up until this point, and she just went out of her way to say that to me in the middle of the set. Oh, I was so mad. You'd swear I was like scowling, which I know I wasn't. Now, I was the lead guitarist.
You're the lead guitarist of an unbelievable rock band.
So depending on the song, I needed different levels of focus. Some songs were just more within my comfort range of playing, so I didn't have to focus as much. I could kind of look around more, have a little dance, make eye contact with people. It wouldn't affect what I'm playing because some songs are just easier to play, so I wouldn't really have to even think about it. And then there are other songs that just require a little bit more concentration, especially if there are any lead parts or solos or something. Like I'm more focused. I want to get it right. There's stuff going on. I'm trying to listen to the drums, trying to listen to the vocal. I'm trying to just be musically in the moment. I might even have to, switch a pedal to a different sound. Like I'm in the moment and I'm wanting to get it right. So it might mean I have to look at my hands a little bit more than I might for a different song. So me not smiling and not looking up at the crowd for the entire song is not me frowning. It's me focusing. It's the same in my videos too. There are some where I can kind of relax a little bit more and smile at the camera. And there's some where I just need to be a bit more focused because I'm trying to play something accurately and well. And that's not a crime. I can tell you that in both scenarios, even though my emotions on the outside are different, I am having equal amounts of fun and enjoyment on the inside. Would I like to appear a bit more relaxed when playing more complicated things? Of course I would. That's something I'm working on, and I'm working and improving all the time, and I will get there. I've got my whole life to get better at that. And also, who cares? Who cares? This lady, apparently. And I'm not the front person, so there's that. And also, she wouldn't have said that to a dude. That's honestly how I feel. I still feel that way even years later. I don't think she would have said that to a dude. There are so many guys that don't smile while they play. They just do their thing and they do it well and no one cares. No one cares. No one's like, oh, I wish he would smile more. He's good, but I wish he would smile more. No. And when you're not a dude, people want you to be more visually appealing to them. It's just one of those double standards. So, just gonna be honest, that's how I feel. Yet another double standard. So she went back to her dancing. I was so mad. I was, funnily enough, this is gonna be shocking, right? But her telling me to smile didn't make me want to smile. It actually did the opposite. Because I was only getting more annoyed. So it's really hard to smile when you're annoyed. And of course, it just so happened that the next song we were doing required some of my concentration. Because she caught my eye again, made her way up in front of me, still dancing, and goes like this. It took everything in me to not just... Because bear in mind, we're mid-song, we're playing songs, and someone in front of you is just being so distracting. I couldn't have done this, but I so badly wanted to just pull her aside, ask her what she did for work, and then say, right, tomorrow I'm going to come into your office, and when you're concentrating on something really important, I'm going to just pop up behind your computer and be like, you should smile more, and see how well that goes down. What I should have done in hindsight was just lock eyes with her, don't break the gaze, and just creepily stare at her while I just deliberately play everything wrong. This is what happens when I don't concentrate. Oh my god, so creepy. I have another story where people actually don't realize that you're busy working. We were playing at a wedding function and they were great. Great family, great crowd. They just wanted to dance and have fun, which is the best. We're nearing the end of the night, towards the end of our set. We had just done a song. I don't remember what it was specifically, but it went down really well. They were partying, singing, jumping around, having a great time. The men had the ties tied around their heads. Classic. Massive crack. What we used to do by the end of the night was we used to get the bride and groom in the center of the floor and then get the family surrounding them in a circle. That's not groundbreaking, by the way. That's always been done. But the song we would do for that specifically was Simply the Best, Tina Turner. Great song. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. You've got the family around the bride and groom and they're all singing, "You're simply the best." And then you've got the bride and groom singing it to each other. It's the perfect song for that point in the night. We did a beefed up, almost rock version of that song, and everything had been going so well up to this point. Great atmosphere, great crowd. We were sounding really good, so, we were ready to go into our rock Simply the Best. So I was fucking kicking it into gear. I had a solo after the key change, kicked the overdrive on. My time to shine. I look at my dad to count me in. One of the most fun parts of playing with my dad was we had so many of those father-daughter moments where we'd look at each other and lock in because he was the drummer. So I'd look at him to count me in and he'd be like, 1, 2, 3. And we are kicking off. The crowd is like, yes! And our friend that sang with us, Kira, she was her voice is just so powerful and so amazing. And yeah, she'd call you when I need you. And everyone is pumped. All of us. And this is the moment that a lady decides she just wants to come up and have a chat with me. This moment right now. And this is so bizarre because it's like none of this is even happening. No music, no dancing, no nothing. She just walks up to me and just starts asking me questions. You're very good. Are ye local? Hi? Kind of in the middle of something right now. My brain was completely short-circuiting because I was taken off guard and she was being really nice. That's the thing. So I was kind of trying to focus on the song, but also I was hearing what she was saying, and she was just like, "Are ye sisters? Is he your dad? And where else do you play? You're very good." I can't focus on two things at once. My brain is like crashing out because I'm... she's still there, still chatting, and then also looking at me for answers, like she's expecting me to talk back. I can't. I think I maybe nod at one point. Yeah, I'm hearing what she's saying, but I'm not internalizing it, and it's not even so I can answer her back. But I don't know why anyone would expect me to. I don't know. I don't know. So we're in the second chorus at this point, and then the bridge is next, and then after the bridge, key change, and that's my solo. That's my moment. I've been waiting all night for this moment. I'm the lead guitarist, man, and it's almost time for my solo. It's time for my solo! So I'm feeling the pressure mount because I know my moment is coming and I need to mentally prepare while also still be in the current moment and keep playing everything properly. We're moving through the bridge like, it's time to live it, it's the lyric control. Like, I'm like, my moment's coming. I gotta focus. Because my cue is like right, oh baby, don't let go. But that's my cue. I've been playing rhythm up to this point, so I've gotta hit the overdrive and the boost, and then fucking go for it. So that's where my brain is like, I'm like, I gotta get ready. And she's still there talking to me. And I just turned to her right before, and I just go, I can't talk right now. And then I play what was very similar to the saxophone part in the original. So it's like, it's a solo with a key change. So it really like lifts, you know? It was not the best solo I played, unfortunately. And I was mad because it was her fault. She distracted me. And I was looking forward to that moment all night. And I've played it so much better on other nights. And I was so mad. I was like, you took that away from me. So after the solo, we're still going because we've got like, 2 choruses left. I finish my solo and I look and she's still there. She's looking at me like I just slapped her across the face. And I'm kind of almost laughing in disbelief because she has this look like... She's looking at me like I'm the rude one. I'm the rude one.
She's rude. She's rude.
I'm busy right now. Like, can't you see that I'm at work?
I'm busy!
I don't know. It still baffles me to this day that she didn't seem to register at all that we were in the middle of a song, playing to a dance floor full of people, and she thought that was an opportune moment to ask me about the band. It still baffles me. I've tried to explain it. I've tried to rationalize it. And I'm like some people, I don't understand. It's very weird. It's very weird. I don't know. There are things that people do at gigs that drive me up the wall. Now we're getting into just annoying things that people do generally. And these things happen a lot. And they mostly happen at pub gigs. Shocking. But one of these things is people leaving drinks on speakers. I don't even think I need to explain this, but apparently I do to some people. So here we go. I've actually understood this concept since I was a kid, and I chalk it up to not school, but how much Pokemon anime I watched as a kid and all the life lessons I learned from it. And one of the big lessons I learned was that water/liquid and electricity do not mix well.
Hey, wait a second! Water conducts electricity! Pikachu! Thunderbolt! Achoo!
I can't even begin to count how many times I've watched somebody leave a drink on top of a speaker, next to a speaker, on the floor in front of a speaker, just waiting to be kicked over. The amount of people that see amps, speakers, and monitors as the same thing as a table is unbelievable to me. One time a guy actually left a drink on top of my guitar amp. So you've got your liquid, your electricity. Now let's add some vibration in there too, and let's see how that goes down. Literally literally, it will go down. My beautiful, gorgeous Fender Blues Jr. And oh, you want to see the look I gave him. I'm telling you how quickly he realized where he had just put his drink, and I'm telling you, he fairly moved it fast. And also laughed it off, saying like, that probably wasn't a good place for that. I'm like, yeah, no. If anyone ever leaves a drink on my guitar amp, you're a dead man. Like, actually.
I'm going to strangle you and choke off your air supply until you pass away.
We musicians spend too much of our time researching the best amps and equipment, forking out so much money to buy them, and then we're excited to gig with them and see what they sound like, only to have a selfish leave their beer on top and it's destroyed. And you can bet that their inebriated ass won't even bother to even offer to compensate you because they don't think about that stuff. It's happened to me so many times. They don't care about your equipment. They leave drinks on or near your amps. I've had guys try to pull my guitar off me or try to strum it. Like, they don't see it for what it is, which is a lot of times sentimental, special, expensive, cherished. And I know not everybody can relate to that because not everybody plays music, but a lot of musicians, if not all of us, me included, my guitars are almost like a limb. So grabbing a guitar is the equivalent of like grabbing my arm. You just don't do it. You don't do it. You respect that stuff. Please, please do not leave drinks on or near musical equipment if you are at a live gig. Not only is it distracting, but it can potentially do a lot of damage. I'm also just remembering this now. I don't know if this actually happened. I can't remember, but I'm having this weird memory come up of somebody hanging their jacket on a mic stand. I don't know, I can't remember if that's an accurate memory, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me with some people. Just seeing a mic stand and like, oh, coat hanger. Also, I find this quite funny too, and it kind of weirdly goes back to the other story, kind of. But people who request songs, but when you're already in the middle of a song. Not everyone does this. Like, most people have enough cop on to wait, wait until you've at least finished one song, and then they'll come up and ask, which is completely fine. It happens more often than you'd think, where you're in the middle of a song and somebody just comes to you and starts asking, do you play this? Can you play this song? Can you play Wonderwall? And you're like, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. I don't know. It just goes back to like, people don't seem to realize that you're actually busy. I don't know. I'm not going to try and make sense of some people's brains. This also happens a lot in pub gigs, but not always, but a lot of the time, you have that group of people that have completely ignored you the entire night. And when you're playing your last song or your last encore, that's when they decide to get up dancing and request more songs. You've been the background music to their social event this entire time, which is fine. I wouldn't even get mad at that, because some people don't want to interact with a live band. They just want to sit and chat with their friends, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm like that sometimes. And you can't force people to listen to you, so I don't have a problem with that. But I'm talking specifically about the people who've made it their purpose and mission in life to get you to play more songs when they've previously ignored you for the last 2 hours. They will start shouting requests, one more tune. And then sometimes it's happened once or twice where they actually get mad and then they start to demand music from you, and people actually are, when we've wrapped up our set, because we're being told by the venue. I went to say bar and then I said venue, so the venue. We've been told by the venue, that that's the end of the night. They're closing the bar, so we put the guitars down and we're done. Our set is done, and there's people actually mad, which is weirdly a twisted compliment, but they're mad at you, like they're angry with you. I don't really understand that. I've been here since 10 p.m. and it's now 1:45, and now you're ready? Now you're ready. Now you're drunk enough to even acknowledge us, and that's our problem? Unbelievable. And then there's always that one fella, There's always one. But there's always that one fella that takes it a step further. The gig is over. The lights are on. Half the stuff's already packed up and being wheeled out. And he's still asking for songs. Maybe rather than telling you about this, I'm just going to show you. This is how the conversation usually goes.
How you love? You'll give us one more tune. Ah, you will. Go on. You'll give us one more.
Oh, sorry. We're all done now.
What do you mean you're done? Ah, come on. You'll give us one more. Go on there. Fire it up there again. Give us one more.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could, but we've half the gear down now.
Go on. One more for me and the lads. Sure, do one more for the lads. You will.
Sorry now.
Do you know? What's it called? Fields of Athenry. Do you know that one? Do that one. Come on, they love it. The lads will love it.
We can't, no, sorry.
Do you not know it? Oh, you do. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling.
No, I do know it actually, but
Low lie the fields of... Come on, lads, they're doing more. But once you watch the small free birds fly, low lie the fields. Lads, they're doing it. Come on. Battered right. Listen, come here. Fair play to you. You were fucking class. You should go on X Factor. Sure, why not? You'd be fucking class. You should do it. Think about it.
Sure. Thanks very much. Glad you had a good night.
Good luck to you.
Oh, those are some stories. Those are not even all of my stories. Like I said, they're not particularly crazy. I just find them really funny and bizarre. You know, when you look at somebody and you're like, I can't believe that's how you think, or I can't believe that's why are you the way you are? Why do you do that? Why do you think it's okay to talk to somebody like that? I don't know. I don't know. They just don't see music and musicians as, I don't know what the word is. They take us for granted. They don't really see us for what we're doing and why we're there. I don't know. Again, that's the minority. Most people are great and supportive and lovely and are just happy to listen, which is the best. So it's not the majority of people. I don't want anyone thinking that it's mostly bad, because it's not. It's mostly good. But I just think these stories are really funny. I enjoy telling them. If I ever do retell stories, I like telling them because I just think they're funny. If you have any stories, crazy encounters at live gigs while you've been playing and somebody's done something mad, crazy, uncalled for, bizarre, whatever. So, I know musicians have crazy stories, so some of your stories will make mine look very tame, because they are tame, but I just think they're funny. If you're comfortable, drop them in the comments below or DM me and let me know if you want me to tell some of your stories in a future video. Maybe I could even, I don't spend a lot of time on Reddit, I'm gonna be honest, but I know there's probably a subreddit for something like this, so maybe we could anonymously read some of the stories in an upcoming video. I don't know, just a thought, but let me know down below if you would like me to make that kind of thing. The chaos of live gigs. Look, at the very least, we have a story to tell. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If I think of more, I'll let you know. But thank you so much for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I have some links in the description as well. If you would like to support me further, you do not have to, of course, but I have Patreon. I have a YouTube membership community where you get some bonus behind the scenes content, and you also get to vote on cover songs that I make for my main videos. So if you want to support, all linked below. I also have a merch store with lots of music and Irish inspired designs. I also have a gaming channel, check that out, linked below as well. And I will be live again soon. Just bear with me. Like I already explained, I'm redoing a bunch of things. I've ordered a bunch of things and I'm waiting for them to come, and I'm redoing my entire little studio setup. So I want to make my live streams and my videos even better. So thank you for the support, thank you for watching, and thank you also to my members and my Patreon supporters, because all of their support is what helps me put so much time into music and making videos and making my setup even better. So I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you very soon again in the next video. Bye.